please remain standing while we invite Pamela and Duhar Kojaso to lead us in the national anthem. Please be seated. It's my distinct pleasure tonight to welcome all of our families, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests, and most of all, to our graduating class of 2023. You did it. As I was reflecting on the welcoming message I wish to share with you, our very special graduating class, I found inspiration that matches many of the conversations I've had the privilege of having with members of your class this past few weeks in a children's book. It's simply called Try by Kobe Yamada. It's a story about doubt that leads to success. A young boy sees a rock sculpture and says, "How do you do that?" The sculpture looks at him and says, "You simply do it." Responding with, "I never could do that," the boy wonders what it would be like to create something incredible like a sculpture. When the boy returns the sculpture, asks, "How is sculpture coming along, your sculpture coming along?" "I'm just watching, as I wouldn't want to mess it up, not do it right, and most of all, I wouldn't want to fail." I know that each of you have experienced feeling somewhere through your journey that thought of not wanting to fail, questioning whether you'd make it or not. The boy comes and goes, visiting the sculptor, and each time the sculptor gives the boy a life lesson. These lessons apply to each of you as you enter the world. Here they are. The best way to give your talents an opportunity is to try. If you do nothing, it feels safe, but everything stays the same. If you do nothing, there is less to experience, less to learn, and less to love. The fear of failing is the scariest part. We all feel it at many times, and it stops most people from starting. The only way to get to where you want to go is to step in the right direction. And the best way to do that is to begin. You each put one step forward to try something new by choosing to come to QMC. The benefit of you trying is something new is not only about being here today, you graduating today, the accomplishment you've accomplished, you've earned, but it's the lessons and the memories that you'll take on your continued journey that you'll hear from your peers this evening. The boy began to sculpt new creations and stopped with disappointment. It wasn't looking like what he wanted. And sometimes your journey isn't going to look like what you want. But the sculptor reminded the boy, "You've learned that trying can result in disappointment, but we hope you have also learned that failure is temporary and necessary as it shows us how not to do something, giving us the path to pick ourselves up. Just think about when you first started to walk. You fell, got back up, time and time again, willing to fail over and over until you could walk. And that's your success, walking across this stage today. In trying, talents emerge. In trying, courage is gained. In trying, perseverance prevails. In trying, failure turns to success, and trying, pride remains. As you leave QMC and enter the world, everyone here is extremely proud of you. You've been supported by many people, faculty, staff, family, friends. We hope, like your choice to try a new school when you came to QMC, you will always embrace and see the power of trying. It shapes who you are today and who you are still becoming. To the class of 2023, on behalf of everyone here, congratulations. At this time, I'd like to introduce our first 2023 commencement speaker, our partner in creating a foundation of our students' future. QV Connecticut State Community College Campus CEO, Dr. Karen Hynek.
Good evening, everybody. Distinguished guests, Quinebaug Middle College High School faculty and staff, family and friends of the graduates, and of course to you, the graduates of QMC. I'm honored to be here tonight to celebrate this significant milestone with you. Commencement is one of my favorite days of the year. It's always such a joyful time, and one that is bittersweet. You're ecstatic to finally be finished with your coursework and proud of your many accomplishments, but undoubtedly you may be conflicted about leaving your teachers and friends behind, and perhaps even a bit anxious about what lies ahead. As you move on to your next chapter, be it to enroll in college, and of course, I selfishly hope that you're choosing to stay right here and transition full-time to QV, or to start a new career, enlist in the service, or go on to a new adventure, you'll forever be part of the QMC Class of 2023. You will always have a home here. Treasure this moment and the memories of the times that you have spent here at QMC and the relationships that you've forged for the rest of your life. This graduating class exemplifies grit and perseverance. During your high school experience, you've endured a global pandemic, political divisiveness, and a war in Ukraine. No doubt you've experienced the world very differently than generations before you, but through it all, you invested in yourself, in your education, and most importantly, in your own future. Nothing could have stopped you from walking across this stage tonight. As I look at our graduates here tonight, I see a beautiful mosaic. I see a diverse and gifted group of students and scholars. Many of you are the first in your family to go to college and will pave the way for generations in your family that follow your lead to the importance of completing a college degree or certificate. Many of you have already earned college credit while you are here at QMC, showing that you belong in higher education and that you're academically capable of going to college. Many of you worked while going to school. Some of you struggle with physical or mental health barriers or anxiety. Some of you, unfortunately, have already faced life challenges and traumas. Some of you have accessibility and disability challenges that you've overcome. All of you, though, have shown the determination that inspires all of us. All of you should be proud of your own unique journey and how your story got you to this very day. Reflect and savor the moment. Like many of you, since my first day here, I felt the power of place at QV and QMC. I was warmly welcomed and had a strong sense of belonging. There is something special about this place. It is a family atmosphere, the culture of care, and most importantly, it's the people that comprise QMC that make this place so extraordinary. So as you graduates leave here tonight as alumni of QMC, I have just a few pieces of advice to offer you. First, find your purpose. Each of you has unique talents and strengths that make you special and distinguish you from others. Focus your energy and efforts on what you do well and what you're passionate about. Embrace failure, because newsflash, life will never go as you have planned it to. More often than not, it will take you the scenic route. And when it does, and you fail at something that mattered to you, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and learn from that turning point in the road and move forward. Life's best lessons come from what some people, quote unquote, call failure. Value diversity of perspective in shades of gray. Realize most things in life are not black and white, right or wrong, but shades of gray dependent on the lens you're looking at something from. Seek out people and experiences that differ from your lived experience so you can continue to grow and be open to changing your perspective by listening and experiencing things from a different set of shoes. Practice the art of empathy and forgiveness. No doubt there will be times in your life when you feel you were wronged or someone makes you feel inferior or hurt. In those times, realize that only you control your response to those circumstances. Learn to give people grace, empathize with someone who is struggling and going through adversity, and in time, learn the power of forgiveness. But last but certainly not least, always remember, you are stronger than you think you are. Remember today, you have graduated and you are now ready to write your next chapter. So to the class of 2023, congratulations. I, for one, couldn't be more excited to see your story unfold in the years ahead.
Our graduating class of 2023 is really blessed this evening to have a second guest speaker, somebody who is near and dear to the graduating class and who himself graduated from QMC. So at this time, I'd like to invite to the podium Eduardo Hernandez.
Good evening, everyone. For those who may not know me, I'm Eduardo Perea. I'm a staff member and alumni of Quinnebog Middle College. I can say that I've had the pleasure of being able to have known most of these future graduates as both classmates and students. I remember when they were freshmen, I was a senior. To me, they looked like babies. And now, look at them. They're all grown up. I'm still processing how I was able to see them their entire high school journey, yet I was still shocked when they told me they were graduating this year. Now, I'm talking to you, graduating seniors. I may not have as much experience in life as teachers here or the people that came to watch you graduate, but I can tell you these three things. Firstly, no matter what you have planned, give it your best. You've all shown that you're able to graduate high school, even with everything that you all went through. You still got up and gave it your absolute best. Second, don't be afraid to try new things. Go out there and experience new things. Look at me. I didn't plan on working in the high school that I graduated in, but here I am, all because I said yes. Yes to a teacher who loves influencing their students to do the best thing. And yes, that teacher being Robin. Lastly, cherish every moment you have, whether it be laughing with family, crying with friends, or just being alone. Because you might not know when you might experience that again. Believe it or not, time flies when you graduate. You see, I didn't forget you guys were graduating. I would never forget you guys. I just didn't realize 3 years passed since I graduated. Or for you guys, it's been 4 years since you left 8th grade and entered high school. It's crazy, right? Time still continues on, no matter what happens. So cherish each moment. I was sitting in front of a fire with my hot tea, watching a movie, and it said, don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves, they want to tell you you can't do it. From the pursuit of happiness. See, you all wanted to graduate, and you're about to. So don't get discouraged from the challenges that life throws at you. Because every single person here believes in you, and we all know you're capable of doing anything you set your mind to. I can tell you that if you decide to visit QMC or you run into any teacher here, we'll all want to hear the challenges that you've overcome. We want to hear that you got your first car or you decided to go back to school. It shows that you're growing. And to me, as the senior who saw you all as freshmen, it shows that you're not kids anymore, but growing adults, becoming the great adults that we all know you'll be. So congratulations, class of 2023. We're all so proud of you.
At this time, I'd like to ask Lori Buffy, QMC Faculty and Senior Advisor, and Melissa Jacobs, QMC School Counselor, for the presentation of awards.
Hello. We're going to start with the John Wooden Pyramid of Success Award. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction and knowing you did your best to become the best you're capable of becoming. John Wooden. This very prestigious award is given to the student who understands and uses the attributes that make up Coach Wooden's Pyramid of Success, which includes qualities detailed in the program, such as industriousness, cooperation, enthusiasm, initiative, poise, resourcefulness, patience, reliability, and sincerity. This award is going to Madison Chaplin. The next award is the Gino Larico Teachers Award. This award honors our beloved founding father of QMC and former principal Gino Larico. This award is given to the student who has made the longest journey and has persevered. This student has thrived despite having to negotiate around, over, or through great obstacles in their pathways to happiness and success. This year, we have 2 recipients of this honor. The awards go to DeMarcus Battle and Jacob Bissett.
The next award is the William Glasser Quality Citizenship Award. This award is given to the student who understands and has used William Glasser's 7 connecting habits: caring, listening, supporting, contributing, encouraging, trusting, and befriending to help others and improve our learning community. And this year's recipient is Grace Benoit. The next award is the Seth Kreisberg Transforming Power or Power With Award. And this award is given each year to a student and a teacher who understands and lives the transformational Power With approach within the QMC learning community. And this year we have 2 recipients for students that are receiving this honor. They are awarded to Sophia Bishaw, and Ashton Maddox. And And the Staff Member Power with Award is selected by the senior class. This year's staff winner is Lori Buffy. The next award is John Russo's Mission Possible Award. This award is given each year to the student who set a mission and goal for themselves and acted upon it to achieve success within the community. And this year, again, we have 2 recipients of this honor. The award goes to Sophie Karen. And Katrina Emery.
The Gary Miller Environmental Science Award. This award is presented to the student who has passion for the study of environmental sciences and the discovery of solutions to contemporary environmental issues. This year, the award goes to Glenn Duplessis. The John Reed Leadership Award. This is awarded to a student and staff member who lead the community with kindness and exemplifies the constancy of purpose for continual improvement of the community while putting others ahead of oneself. The QMC staff nominates both a student and staff member to receive this honor. This year, the student award goes to Mary Lynn Whitfield. The Staff Member Leadership Award is presented to Melissa Jacobs. The Nan Hurst Inspiration, Kindness, and Respect Award. This is presented to the student who best exemplifies and embraces the core value and belief of Quinebaug Middle College: inspiration, kindness, and respect. This award goes to Caleb Cabrisi.
So our second highest GPA of the QMC's graduating class also earns an award with the distinction as class salutatorian, and this year's salutatorian is Katrina Emery.
The highest GPA of QMC's graduating class earns the distinction of class valedictorian. The valedictorian of the class of 2023 is Grace Benoit. You're going to stay.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, staff, and friends. Thank you for coming out to support the graduating class of 2023. Over the last 17 years, 18 for some of us, we have worked hard to develop into the unique individuals we all are today. Although we have all had vastly different experiences, today we will graduate together on this hill at Quinebaug Middle College. Most of us entered QMC at the beginning of freshman year, and the rest of us have slowly trickled into this community. It sure has been a wild ride these last few years. No matter what school we started at freshman year, we were all nervous and confused at the beginning, whether we admit it or not. Towards the middle of the year, the whole world was given a 2-week vacation that turned into over a year of lockdown. During lockdown, we were physically separated and social events were restricted, which led to a decrease in overall well-being. Even though we were not able to be face-to-face at the end of freshman year, we were all together online and in hopes of seeing each other the following year. To help cope with the impact of lockdown, our school began to host mental health days to help the students improve wellness and happiness. Sophomore year, we got to see each other in person again, and we completed the first half of our high school journey. In junior year, our class experienced a wide range of events that we got through together. We started the year wearing masks and socially distanced from one another, but as the year progressed, we came closer together and were able to see each other's faces for the first time in a couple of years. The world was starting to open up again, and we were able to do most of our favorite activities that helped us get through the years. But towards the end of junior year, our community faced the tragic loss of our well-loved classmate, Fabian. Although I did not know Fabian, I quickly learned that he was a kind, respectful, and funny young man who left a positive impact on everyone he met. Fabian might not be here with us today, but his spirit will always live on through everyone he has connected with. Over the last 4 years, our class has faced a lot of challenges, but it's important to remember that we have also experienced a lot of fun and enjoyable times as well, whether it was at school or with the friends we have made from school. Before I conclude this speech, I would like to take a moment to thank everyone who has worked so hard to make this graduation possible. Thank you to all the parents, family members, teachers, and others who have supported the students in the class of 2023. Thank you to all the QMC staff who have worked closely with our class to make sure that we made it to graduation, and thank you to those who have helped plan graduation. Thank you to the senior advisors who have worked with our class over and over and over again to make sure today was as stress-free as a graduation can be. But there are 2 people who I would like to take the time to thank personally for helping me become who I am today. When I came to QMC as a junior, I thought I would struggle to make friends since most of the students had been together since the start of high school. This was not the case, though in fact it was the complete opposite. Like many of you, QMC has provided me with the opportunity to meet a lot of people who have impacted my life over these last 2 years. In fact, there's one person who has impacted me in ways I had never thought of. The first person I would like to thank today is Haley Royer from the QMC graduating class of 2022. Haley has helped me grow into who I am in so many ways. She has taught me that it's okay to trust people and that not everyone is fake. She has taught me that it's okay to share my emotions even when they may seem a little silly. She has taught me that 2 people can truly love each other unconditionally. She has taught me how to care for and interact with numerous different animals and creatures, whether it be people, animals, or plants. Haley has shaped me in numerous positive ways in such a short time, and I am beyond grateful for all she has taught me. Thank you, Haley, for taking the time and patience to help me learn every day. I hope everyone in the class of 2023 is able to find someone like Haley to help them guide them through life. The final person I would like to thank today is my dad. From the day I was born till this very second, and I'm sure the rest of my life, my dad has always wanted what was best for me, no matter if it affected him negatively or positively. Not only has my dad been there for me, but he has also taught me countless skills such as math, reading, cooking, the best jokes, handiwork, painting, football, softball, MMA, weightlifting, loving, hoping, moving on, and much, much more. My dad might not be perfect, but he is definitely an essential part to who I am today. If I didn't have my dad in my life, then I would probably be living a completely different life, a boring, sad life. Thank you, Dad, for picking me up over and over again throughout these 17 years of my life. I love you so much, and I couldn't ask for a better parent. After today, some of us will become doctors, teachers, lawyers, pharmacists, or any other career that will help our society function. However, to get to where we want to be in life, we must carry with us the lessons that we have learned since freshman year, to expect the unexpected. While things might not always turn out as we originally planned, we can persevere, change, grow, and excel. The class of 2023 is strong, and if we put our hearts into it, we can accomplish anything. Our class has already been through so much, and we have made it out together. Best of luck on your life journey. I hope it turns out to be more than anyone could have imagined. I would like to introduce our next speaker, QMC salutatorian Katrina Emery.
Welcome students, family, friends, and staff to the 2023 Quinebaug Middle College graduation. Today is June 8th at 6:32 p.m. Standing up here today will be a day that I will never forget. Graduating amongst my peers has been an honor. I have been taught so much at my time here. The thing that makes QMC special is its staff, not only for their talent in teaching, but their treatment to us students like real people. Staff has taken time to get to know me outside of just academics, and I consider some of the staff friends because of it. The unique relationship between students and teachers fostered at QMC is something unlike no other school. The pursuit of knowledge has always been something that is important to me. QMC taught me how to handle a heavy workload and prepared me for the future. I had the privilege of being a part of the Running Start program, saving me time and money in the future. I am not scared for what comes next in my personal pursuit of college, as I have already experienced it here during high school. My 2 years spent at QMC have prepared me for the future more than any school I have gone to. Before I came to QMC, I felt stuck. Like many others during the pandemic, I was isolated and lonely. At my previous high school, I did not feel supported. I did not feel like an individual, rather just a number. There was no one checking in on me, even though I was struggling. I had considered going to QMC my freshman year anyways, so when my growing unhappiness about my current school prevailed, I decided I needed a change in environment. I then transferred in my junior year, making the best decision I have ever made. As soon as I got to QMC, I was thrown into the amazing small school environment. Staff knew my name as more than just a box on a screen. Academics were valued. At my old school, I never felt like I fit in. I felt like I was always looking for a clique to fit into, but never found it. At QMC, there is no fitting in, as everyone is an equal. At QMC, you are taught to be yourselves, and that is enough. Each kid's individual strengths are valued and matter. Staff were there for me in ways I did not realize at the time. It is truly the small things that matter. One of the abilities QMC fostered in me was an ability to express myself. Self-expression has always been something that is very important to me. On my first day at QMC, it was the new student orientation. We were in groups doing activities with various teachers. In Jen's room, we played Two Truths and a Lie. In Jen's room, we played Never Have I Ever. In Robin's room, we played Two Truths and a Lie. And in Megan's room, we did something special. In Megan's room, we created positive affirmations for ourselves. These papers were notes to look back on when having a tough day. They were something to remind ourselves why we were applying ourselves at school. On my paper, I wrote self-expression. Before I knew it, I embodied this note. From then on, I vowed to never water myself down for anyone. In the past, I would not have been my true self for fear of being seen as weird or different. In my present, I give this graduation speech with rainbow hair. I have evolved so much since coming to QMC. Most importantly, I have changed as a person. I have become more compassionate and caring. Other people's opinions of me do not affect me anymore, and they roll off my back. I really came out of my shell at QMC. I became the confident young woman I am today. Our high school career hasn't been linear. We've had many ups and downs, but we overcame them. We have not had a very easy 4 years, but we came out on top. Graduating today makes all those hurdles worth it. You should be proud of yourselves. Our futures will continue to not be linear and have many ups and downs. This can be expected, but make sure you cherish the ups, but also cherish the downs. Although things may seem dismal in the moment, you only have one direction to go when you're down. Appreciate that life isn't perfect. If life was perfect, then it would be mundane and boring. After all, is it really worth it if you didn't have to work for it? As we advance into the next chapters of our lives, we will all go our separate ways. Some of us may go on to college, whereas others will have careers. Just because we go our separate ways does not mean we have to lose touch. Whenever you feel alone, reach out to your old friends and reconnect. Look back at your yearbook from time to time and smile. We do not have to lose touch just because there is distance between us. As said by a wise man, Mac Miller, I just graduated high school. Haha! Congratulations, class of 2023, we did it.
Good evening, QMC students, alumni, staff, faculty, family, and my fellow graduates. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Sophia Bishaw, and I stand in front of you tonight to tell you about my dislike for the children's book and television series, The Magic School Bus. While it might seem odd, I always found the idea of a bunch of little kids, a crazy teacher, and a magical school bus kind of unfair. I wondered why these kids got to go on all kinds of fun adventures while I had to sit in a boring classroom and learn boring topics from a boring teacher. For much of my life, I viewed school as just a grueling task I had to do. Every day felt like it was the same thing. Wake up, get ready, go to school, go home, do homework, go to bed, repeat. This constant repetition took a toll on me. By the time I was a junior, I was drained and scared. I did not know what I was doing. Life felt huge and I felt so small. At the start of the year, following my transfer from my previous school to QMC, I felt the same. Life was still scary and big, and I was still terrified and small. Thought life was a losing battle, until I found my bunch of kids, and my crazy teacher, and my magical school bus. It was here that I found a sense of community. Never in my life have I witnessed such a passionate and hardworking group of people. I was taught new things about myself that I would have never known if I had not made the decision to come to QMC. Every person that sits up here with me tonight, dressed in the well-known cap and gown, has taught me a lesson about myself. From something as simple as teaching me my new love of skirts from Icky, or metal music from Kales, to how to love unconditionally from Ray. I thank them every day for these lessons. Without these people, I could not confidently say I would be standing up here speaking to you right now. While I cannot pinpoint the exact time that things started to get better, I know they did. I believe that much of this can be attributed to my Miss Frizzle, Lori Buffy. Lori showed me how to be me, and she pushed me to be true to myself no matter what. She showed me compassion and humanity when others didn't. She showed me I deserved what I earned and did not have to feel bad about accepting it. Every day I got to walk into B Block to a good morning and some kind of random candy. Every day I got to have a constant source of happiness and gratitude. I thank the universe every day for my Miss Frizzle, Lori, my crazy class, the class of 2023, and my magic school bus, QMC. I think I really do love the magic school bus. I'd like to introduce our next graduate speaker, Sophie Karen.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my incredible classmates of Quinebaug Middle College. My name is Sophie Karen, and I want to thank you all for gathering here today to celebrate this occasion. Today, we stand at the crossroads of our lives, a little scared, but also with excitement and anticipation. We have come a long way since we walked into high school as freshmen. And as we bid farewell to the familiar routine we've lived since we started kindergarten, we embark on a journey filled with endless possibilities. As I stand before you, I can't help but feel some fear for the future. For years, we have followed the same rhythm, the same routine of going to school Monday through Friday, and now that rhythm will change. The safety net of what we know will be replaced with new experiences, challenges, and responsibilities. However, fear is not our enemy. It's a sign that we are ready to grow. Each one of us is going to go on a unique path. Some of us will dive headfirst into the workforce, ready to conquer the challenges that lie ahead. Others will take a well-deserved gap year to explore the world, seeking inspiration and self-discovery. Many of us, including myself, will continue their education at QVCC or another community college. Some will venture off to four-year universities, ready to embrace the exhilarating experience of dorm life. And some may choose to stay close to home, their parents or guardians' love and support guiding them through this new chapter. Today, I reflect on the remarkable opportunities QMC has bestowed upon many of us. Being able to take college classes while still in high school is a privilege I will never take for granted. It has given many of us a head start and is leaving me with only one semester left to obtain my associate's degree. This foundation we have built will serve as a solid stepping stone for the future, and it's a remarkable achievement to celebrate. Yet the true qualities of QMC extends far beyond academics. It lies in the inclusive and accepting community we have fostered within these halls. With a class size of just 34, we have all had the opportunity to know one another, to form friendships, and to support each other's dreams. Whether we are best friends or I've only talked to you a few times, I'm glad to see each and every one of you sitting here today and making it to the end. I also will not forget to mention the incredible teachers and staff that have worked with us here. We have been fortunate enough to form close relationships with them, to see beyond their roles as educators, and to receive their genuine care and dedication to our success. I have never met such caring teachers until I came here to QMC. So to our faculty and staff, I express my deepest gratitude for believing in us and shaping us into the young adults we are today. In closing, I urge you to remember this. The path ahead may be uncertain, but it's filled with endless opportunities waiting to be seized. Embrace change, challenge your limits, and never lose sight of the incredible strength I've seen within each of you. All the mornings you got out of bed, no matter how hard it was, all the times you wanted to give up but fought through another day. You've made it this far, so never forget the resilience it took to do so. As we part ways and embark on our individual journeys, let's carry with us the memories we have made and the lessons we have learned. As Dr. Seuss said, you'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights, you'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. I'd now like to introduce our next graduate speaker, who also happens to be my best friend, Marilyn Whitfield.
Senior year. Getting up here to speak is something I've debated about doing since it was recommended to me by my teachers. High school is definitely so different for everyone in this crowd. What could I say that would sum up these last 4 years in just 3 short minutes? One word came to mind: change. So much change has happened in these last 4 years. An abundance of transformations, teachers entering and exiting our lives, alterations to our schedules and classes, shifts in social dynamics, and even our perspectives on life and one another. These changes are all a part of growing up. Granted, we haven't had the most normal high school experience. The world has thrown so much our way. Nonetheless, that's only a reflection of what life is really going to be like after today. We won't be roaming the hallways at 2:50, anxiously awaiting Taylor's voice over the walkie-talkie. No more Robin ushering us to class, gardening sessions with Eugene, or spine-tingling Halloween stories with John. Kara won't be right down the hall for every minor inconvenience, or Susie's safe space to practice meditation. Steph's capstone laughs and Lori's chocolate treats will become memories of the past, along with Carol Ann's nature trail walks, rants with Nini, Melissa's schedule adjustments, a helpful nudge from Lady Jean, yearbook activities with Jen, and Katie's valuable life lessons, as they will all fade into the realm of nostalgia. Our lives are all going to change again after today. QMC is a place we've called home for what seems like just 5 minutes. You never really believe people when they say, high school goes by fast. I remember thinking about how unrealistic that was my freshman year, scared of the changes I was about to face. I didn't even really know myself. Little did I know I'd discover who I was walking through those doors every morning. Meeting people who have changed my life forever, friends who get me. Losing people who have changed my life forever, that I wish I'd be able to share this moment with, who will forever be in my heart. These 4 years were full of really difficult times, but I always knew someone here could make them better. I always joke about high school and how thankful I am to leave, but to be completely honest, the truth is I'm afraid of change. Putting up a front of a perfect plan after high school isn't realistic. Despite everything that we could do to plan ahead, life can change that in a split second. I'm not saying this to scare anyone who's anxious about their future, but it's important to know it's okay to not have a plan, to not know what the future holds or even know what you want in life. I know most of us are guilty of procrastinating the really important things, but we've still made it here flowing with the change. The students sitting in front of me today are unapologetically themselves, despite whatever changes they've faced. These past 4 years, one thing being at QMC has shown me is change will always happen, and no matter what the people in the class of 2023 face, we've proven our ability to adapt to the change life constantly throws our way. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce our final graduate speaker, Maria Langley.
We grew up with 2023 engraved in our minds. For the last 12 years, we have turned those 4 numbers into a goal to achieve. Those 4 numbers turned into 4 years, that turned into 4 months, that turned into 4 hours, that turned into 4 minutes, that turned into now. 2023 is now here. In just a blink of an eye, you have achieved the goal you have had since the start. And today is the day you get to walk across this stage after all the change you have faced since the first day you saw those 4 numbers, 2023. Congratulations to my fellow 2023 graduates. I know each and every one of you worked hard to get here, and now it's time to celebrate.
At this time, I'd like to invite Stephanie Shabanowitz, QMC Faculty and Senior Advisor, along with Melissa Jacobs, our QMC School Counselor, for the presentation of diplomas.
Congratulations, class of 2023. DeMarcus Josiah Battle. Grace Benoit. Sophia J. Bishaw. Jacob Jules Bassett. Nora Virginia Brennan. DeAndre T. Brown. Caleb Stanley Calabrese. Sophie Karen. Zoe Castillo. Madison Chaplin. Cassandra Luna Azul Cooper. Grace E. W. Doje. Glenn Raymond Duplessis. Ruby Bell Fallon. Andrew Joseph George. Kaylee Marie Hamill. Oliver Lynn Hamlin. Sawyer J. Hewitt. Katrina E. Emery. Dia Kariuki. Maria Langley. Michaela Lewis. Ashton Maddox. Samantha Rose Malone. Catherine Mountford. Mercer Neff. X. Jean Radcliffe. Karma Roselli. Icarus Saffer. Accepting the diploma on behalf of Fabian Rafael Sosa Mangual is his mother, Lucy. Connor J. Taylor. Ray Tremblay Webb. Mary Lynn Whitfield. Aubrey Rose Zanini. It is now my honor to welcome back to the stage my co-senior advisor, Lori Buffy, for tonight's closing remarks.
Wow. Look at your good selves. You look good with your diplomas and your fancy hats. You look really, really good. Good evening, guests, families, friends, faculty, and especially you, dear class of 2023. It is with great pleasure that I take the final moments this evening to share some closing remarks. It's been a real privilege to get to know you and work with you during your time here at QMC, where you have grown not only in knowledge and skill, but also as individuals. You have maintained long friendships and developed new ones, you've discovered and explored some of your passions, and you've honed many new skills. These are some of the experiences that have prepared you for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. As you move into your next chapters of your lives, I encourage you, I beg you really, to embrace the spirit of adventure. You have already shown us how brave and determined you are. You have shown us that you're not afraid to challenge the status quo. You're not afraid to think differently. You're not afraid to challenge norms or, frankly, anything else that offends your sensibilities. You're not afraid to tell us exactly who you are, and we are so very proud of you and inspired by you. I hope you never lose that courage and you always stay true to yourselves. Take that courage and go take risks. Try new things, have new experiences, dream big, dream really, really big. And then chase after those dreams with that same relentless determination that brought you here tonight. Even when you stumble or make mistakes, or it feels hard, or it feels scary, keep trying, keep going, keep dreaming, keep moving forward. It's in those moments of uncertainty, discomfort, challenge, when it feels the hardest, when it feels most scary, it's in those moments that we discover our greatest potential. Remember to also be kind. You have shown us how incredibly kind and empathetic you are. I have often been in awe of your compassion and the way I've watched you take care of one another. Don't forget to be kind to yourself at the same time. I ask you to hold this kindness and compassion close to your hearts. This big world we live in has so much to offer you, but sometimes it's hard too. Even if everything seems great to you, someone else may be facing hardships. This is when acts of kindness have the power to change lives. Your actions, no matter how small, have the ability to create change that extends far beyond you and in ways in which you may never know. Success is not defined by academic and professional achievement alone. No, true success lies in the impact you make, the lives you touch, and the positive change you bring to the world. So embrace the unknown, say yes, enjoy every happiness that comes your way, and let your kindness guide your actions. The turning of the tassel is an act that symbolizes the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. A chapter filled with possibilities, opportunities, and amazing new experiences. May your journey be filled with happiness, good health, great success, and lots of love. And finally, to quote our good friend, our very own DeMarcus Battle, if you don't want to be forgotten, then don't let them forget you. Become an icon. Class of 2023, please stand up. Congratulations, class of 2023. It's time to turn your tassels.